So I've been running ultramarathons now for 12, 13 years, and it never ceases to amaze me how much they continue to teach me. When I got into ultra running, it was literally just to prove to myself that I could do hard things. Like reading the books I read, watching the movies I watched about it. Like I dreamt of doing these big races, and to me, they were like this magical, life changing thing. And when I first completed the very first one, I remember walking away from that going, oh my God, there's nothing I can't do. And then, 20 something, almost 30 ultras later, 50s, 100Ks, 24-hour races, 100 milers, running distance, running ultra distances has truly changed my life. From this YouTube channel that I've had now 11 years on YouTube, filming ultra running, talking about ultra running, supporting the ultra running community. There's not a day of my life that is not completely engrossed in ultra running, whether it's reading about it. I've been a certified coach for over 4 years now with this YouTube channel. It's become synonymous to who I am. I couldn't separate myself from it, and I love that. And the other day I was on the treadmill running for a couple hours and was just reflecting on the last 11 years on YouTube and the highs and the lows. And one of the biggest lows was last year losing my father and running about half the mileage or less than half the mileage that I had been running for the previous 5 years. And I tried really hard not to let it get me down because life happens. And I'm very fortunate and I'm very blessed to have the life that I have. So dwelling on it made me feel guilty because I'm like, this stuff happens and there's people dealing with stuff right now that is way heavier, way worse. And sometimes I've let that not let me fully release and deal with all of the emotions that I've had. Failure is not something that I like. I think that's why I like doing YouTube and doing ultramarathons, because this isn't a given. I've been doing this for 11 years and I'm just short of 30,000 subscribers. And that is a lot. And I appreciate literally every single person who's ever clicked subscribe and watched the video, liked my videos, commented on a video. I don't think you know how much I appreciate that. I spend hundreds and thousands of hours. Over the life of this channel, I've created over 1,300 videos. Just conservatively, I probably spent 10,000, 20,000 hours developing content, thinking about it. Thinking about it and dealing with this, it's astronomical, the amount of time I've spent doing this. And so that someone would spend time, and I always tell you, there's nothing more valuable that someone can give you than time, because it's the only thing we can't get more of, and it's always constantly ticking off. So the mere fact that you're sitting here watching this video of me talking means a great deal to me. If I'm anything, I'm authentic. I am who I am. And those of you who have got to know me through this channel or know me in real life, I'm the same person I am here talking to you as I am when you're running with me on the trails or talking in real life. Well, those of you who know me personally, I'm probably a little bit more PG-13 or R-rated with my language. So I'm not proud of that, but that's just the truth of the matter. It's something I got to work on. But failure has taught me a lot. I've been very successful in my career in athletics. I was very successful growing up. So failure is not something I dealt with a lot growing up in that sense. Now, I had rough family stuff growing up that I had to go through, and that's just life. But failure, trying something and not being good at it was not something that I was used to. And in YouTube, I was super awkward at the beginning. I watched those videos. I've taken some down. They're just so terrible to watch. But I like going back and watching how extremely awkward I was. I've I'm just thinking of myself and how bad it was. I did one of the selfie pole recording videos that was just the worst. Yeah, that was 11 years ago. It's probably one of the first 5 videos I did. But how life has kind of paralleled ultras with me in the sense that there's nothing I don't think I can do. I might not be good at it, and to me that means I need more reps. I need to stack more days. And in those of you who are in ultra running or in athletics, stacking days. That's, you win by, you crack the rock by hitting the rock 1,000 times. It's not the last one that does it. It's all of them combined. And that's what life is. That's what tackling things is, and being successful at things. I'm going to continue to do this YouTube thing for as long as I can. Like, I could never imagine not doing this. And I've seen people who started at the same time as me, Seth James Demore and Kafuzi we all started kind of our family channels, and they've blown up, and I've watched that, and I'm super proud of them. They're really good at what they do. Comparison is definitely the thief of joy. And I know I'm not the best at doing this. I do what I can. I think I've made some true connections with you guys and with you over all these years, and that's why I do this. It is a business for me. I don't know how good of a business person I am, but I do the best that I can, and I genuinely care. I genuinely care about those of you who want to get better as runners and want to, no matter what, even if you want to walk, you want to run, you want to just be active, I'm all for that, and I am genuinely excited. I have had thousands of people share their stories with me of their first run, their first ultramarathon, their first half, their first 10K. Like, I love that stuff, man. That's why I do this. And so for all of those of you who share that with me, I really do appreciate that. I have people come up to me in races, and it's gotten more and more frequent over the years, but now every race I go to, I'll have 5 to a dozen people say hello, and that they watch my videos and how much they appreciate my videos. Because a lot of people watch the videos I've created in races to learn, to do research on the race, to learn the trails and whatever information they can kind of glean from my videos. And then I have other people that tell me that they get motivated, that I'm just like your everyday guy. I'm not an elite runner. This year, I'm putting in a solid effort this year, an honest, solid effort. So stay tuned, subscribe if you're not, and follow me this year, because this year is going to be a new year. But back to failure. Failure is something you cannot be scared of. Failure is going to happen in ultramarathons. It's going to happen in life. And, if you go into something that there's no risk for failure, why would you even care to do the thing? Like, I have no interest in doing things where failure is not an option. I just don't. It means nothing to me. And, so I'm going to continue to do hard things. I mean, I started the store. The store is not really a merch store. Like, I got a shirt here that is a Motivation Theory shirt, but I did start a running brand, the Motivation Theory running brand, and I have a store that you can go buy. It's not just merch. I tried not to just do a merch store. I created my own socks. I had to go through testing socks and working back and forth with the manufacturers and selecting socks. And to this day, I've sold absolutely 0 socks. I wear them. I've posted them on this channel. They're in my store, and probably since November, it started off hot for the first couple months and sold a bunch of stuff, and then it just died off. And now I got to learn why that is. Is it costs? Is it the products? Got to learn. It's failure, and I'm going to learn, and I'm going to continue to adjust. Trying to raise money to buy the supplements and start to supplement the health side of this business, and it's going to take a while. I'm not independently wealthy just to throw money at everything, so it's going to be one hammer hit at a time to crack this rock, and I'm good with that. This year, I really wanted to do an honest effort in training, so I'm going to be trying to do probably 150 to 200 plus miles a month consistently, stay healthy. I've already lost 15 pounds over the last 3 weeks. I'll go into another story, but I had some blood pressure issues prior to I guess midway through December last year. Culmination of poor eating and having a tendency to have higher blood pressure. I've been doing fasting, 20/4 fasting or 18/6. I've been doing that, and it's worked well. I've cut out all carbs, all sugar, all that kind of stuff, and it's just been melting off. My running's been doing well, so I'm super excited about that. I mean, I've just been really, really happy this year, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited about this journey with you all. You all are why I do this. I guess I would do this if this was going out to no one, but you all are my accountability. You all are my running friends. You all are who I share all this with. I mean, it is crazy to me that there are thousands and thousands of you out there that I've spent tens of thousands of hours creating content, stressing, staying up late, buying equipment, all the stuff I buy in my studio, just the subscriptions I pay for editing and background music, and just all of the things I've invested in this just to make content for you all. And I find that special that I've done this. I have a very small circle in my real life, very small circle. And so it was a very big step for me to reach out and share myself and my life with people. And I think that's why I'm so comfortable with this, because you all have helped me with that. I know people have a lot different experiences on doing stuff on YouTube. I hope you all appreciate the sincerity I have for doing this and my love for doing this. And I definitely want you to know that I don't take for granted at all every single one of you who spend time on this channel. Do ultramarathons. Do them. Do hard things. Do things that scare you. And every single day work towards doing something that will scare you. It changes your life. It really, really does. And I know a lot of you are here because you know this, but some of you are finding this for the first time. And this is your place. If you're looking to do things, to challenge yourself, to change your life, to do hard things, this is your place. I'm your online coach. I'm your friend. Let's do this together. I just wanted to kind of share these thoughts I had before I go hit the sack, which is the other thing I'm trying to do more. Get better sleep. So more content this year, more running, more sleep, more health. It's going to be a good year. If you want to try out, look through my merch. The store, Motivation Theory Running store, is a link down below. Check it out. Don't feel obliged to buy anything, but if you see something you like, I'm going to constantly refresh that stuff out there. I like it. I buy the stuff. It's pretty cool. I run in my own hats. They're good. I like the snapbacks. Not what I have on right now, but with the mesh in the front, so I can turn it around, have the AC in the front, and then sweat absorption in the back or in the front. I'm just babbling now. Thank you. I'm going to go to sleep. I'll talk to you soon.